Good morning. It's Bushcrafting Joe back with you again. Thought maybe I'd do a little short video here on my canoe that I'm building again. Give you an update. Some people might be interested, some probably not. But as you can see, I just put a strip on this side. You see the bungee clamps that I've made up. Good friend of mine showed me how to make those. I got 10 strips on this side, 9 on the other. I'm getting ready to put one on. Once I take all these off, it takes about 30 to 45 minutes to get a strip all the way down because I have to use 3 pieces. But it's coming along. I can't wait to get it finished, get it in the water. Just a few, quite a few hours left to finish it, but you know what, anything worth having or doing is worth doing right, putting the time and effort in. You know, God's given me a little bit of skill in woodworking. Hope to have this done before the end of the summer anyway. But I got another project too. Got some lumber laying here in the floor. Got some poplar and some oak. A buddy of mine runs a sawmill, so I get a good deal on it. Found out my youngest daughter's pregnant, gonna have a little girl. She wants me to build her a changing table. We already have a couple baby beds for my oldest daughter that I've built for her kids. She's gonna use one of those, and we're gonna match this up kinda. Same colors, just a little different style. But I just wanted to touch base with you today. I'm going to take all these clamps off, bring the camera back up, let you see it without the clamps, and then I'll film a little bit of putting a strip on. So just hang in there with me, and I'll be back shortly. All right, I'm back with you. Got all the clamps off. Got a little piece on this side I need to add to the other end. I'm not going to try to film that. It's too tight back there. But move this camera just a touch here. This is what it looks like with all the clamps off. Once we get all the strips on, you spread out your fiberglass mat to cover the whole thing in one piece, and you wet it down with your epoxy, which is just fiberglass resin, which clears it out. That's what actually gives it its strength. The strips give it its look. I think it's a cedar with the 2 white strips. Looks really good. I just hope to have it done before it gets cold. I'm going to go in the creek anyway, or the river one, even if it is cold when I get it done, because I really want to try it out. Got a grandson that'll be 4 years old at the end of the summer. I'm going to take him out in it. He's really excited about it. But let me get set up on the other side, and I'll show you what I use. Scarf joints to join the pieces. I'll show you one of those. One of them. Whoa! Watch out there, wind. Move the camera just a little bit. I know some of my videos aren't the greatest. I'm still learning the camera and the software and trying to do everything, make it look halfway decent anyway. But as you can see, right here is a scarf joint. You just cut angles on both of them, glue them together, then when you sand it, it makes it stronger, more glue area. Sticking up a little bit, we'll plane that down where it's smooth. All right, let me get set up on the other side, and I'll show you what it looks like to glue one on. All right, what I have here, I'll move the camera around a little bit so you can see. It's a jig, just a little simple jig I made up. Instead of cutting them on my table saw, just cut them by hand. Clamp them in here. Blow the dust off so it don't give you a bad cut. You cut off the bad part there. Run your saw through there. Use a little trim saw with fine teeth. Nice little saw, does a good job. Let me get it set up in there, and I'll be right back with you. Actually, I think I'll just leave the camera running and get it set up and show you how it sits in there. Like I said, hopefully my editing's going to get better on my videos I'm working on. Got some good software. Cut them knots out of the way there. That one holds it against it. This one holds it down, so we're cutting. Goes in there like that. As you can see, pretty simple little jig. Nothing fancy, but it works. Alright, I'm gonna try to set this thing up like it should be so you can see what I'm doing here. We'll just take the saw. That way all of our scarf joints are the same. That's it. And since this is going to be going on the end, it doesn't need to have a scarf joint on each end. Some of them do. As you can see, get it in focus here. That's what the scarf joint looks like. Give me a chance to get the camera turned around and I'll be showing you how this goes on there. Pardon the dirty shot, because it is a mess. Got to get it cleaned up a little bit before I actually build the ginger table, but this will have glue all along here. It gets fastened down there and you just kind of bend it to shape. Show you how that's done. Get an idea here where my glue line's got to stop. Yeah, that one is going to follow the same joints. So I'm going to back her up. You definitely don't want two of your scarf joints to hit at the same spot. We're not, it's not a commercial for this glue, but this is what I'm using. Type Bond 3 does an excellent job. Can't complain a bit. Let me step around in front of this, pardon my back to the camera. Put the glue on here. Now, all these staples come out before you put your fiberglass mat on. If you didn't, you'd never get it off your forms. And these forms are just to build it on there. You can reuse them. Don't think I plan on building another one anytime soon, but you never know. It's a lot of work, a lot of fun. You got the tape on here to keep these from sticking to the forms. I'm going to leave this a little long on the other end so my two scarf joints don't hit at exactly the same spot. They need to at least be a foot apart. Alright, let's lay that up there. And then once you do that, you just use a 9/16 staple in your staple gun. Take your strip. And we'll take a clamp. Let me see. Yeah, that's gonna work. So we're gonna let that run over like that. Since I'm gonna do that, that's all I gotta do. Put your staples in. How good you can see that. I'm trying to. Alright. As you go along, bring it over. Bend it down to match, push it up. Get your staple in. Same thing for the next one. Let me get these in and I'll be back with you. hope that wasn't a break, and it was. So we'll put some glue on that and fix that. Sometimes it happens. There's nothing you can do about it. Take it off or redo it, but I'm gonna fix it. Let me show you what I'm doing here. Let me get you a little closer here. All right. I had a piece of crack here, but instead of having to take the whole thing off and waste that strip, is this going to have fiberglass all the way over it. And once I sand it and fill everything, you'll never know it was cracked. Fill my glue bottle back up. Shoot it full of glue. And wipe some of that glue off. Take one of these spring clamps. Make sure it's lined up right there. I got a friend who told me one time, if you have a mistake and you can incorporate it into your end project, then you become a, well, he said a master cabinet builder, but I won't go that far. I'm not a master of anything. I'm just learning as I go. Take this tape, push that down, right down, so the tape sticks. Hold that down. There we go. Simple repair. And then I will come along with these clamps. I'm going to put one on here, and then I'm going to cut the camera off, and I'll show them to you after I get finished. Let's see if you're in focus here. Let me see. Let me see. All right, there's the clamp. Take it, pull it down like that, stretch it as tight as you can get it. And that pulls it tight. That's how the clamps work. All right, once I get the clamps on, I'll be right back with you. Okay, got the clamps on that strip. As you can see, it sticks out a little far there on the end. I will cut that off because it gets another stem on it. It's got an inner stem and an outer stem, so we'll trim them all down, make room for the outer stem. But that's what it looks like when you get one on. Little glue here and there, it'll just sand off. But I did have one issue as I was putting these on. This happens every once in a while. This piece broke off right here. Something you got to watch out for because they're so thin. And this one, it also broke a little bit, but that's okay. I got extra blocks. Well, I hope you're having a good day. It is Friday. Try to do some more videos in the woods. My schedule's just really busy. I got a greenhouse I'm setting up, trying to get it going. I may do a video on it if somebody's interested. Leave some comments once I get this one up. Like I said, I'm trying to do a little better on the editing, and you know, I'm still learning. I got a long ways to go. If you got any ideas or any suggestions, I'm open.